Morning all, you are joining us in Copenhagen, Denmark. So we arrived quite late last night, so all we've done is come to the hotel and sleep. So plan for today, pretty straightforward, just a walking tour as usual, and then we're going to hit a couple of museums. So next scene should be on the walking tour. Alright, so on our way, well, not to the walking tour, we're going to take a diversion and go to the Lego store first. So Lego is actually from Denmark. We did look to see if there's like a big museum or something here, but it looks like it's all like in the town where it's from. But we're hoping the Lego store here should be pretty decent as a result. So Lego, then walking tour. Walking tour done. How did we rate it? 7. Yeah, I think it was pretty good. It probably went on a little bit too long for me. Now we're going to do some museums. Right, so change of plan. We've had a look on maps. We're actually quite near Freetown Christiana, which is like a hippie free love commune in the middle of the city. So we're going to have a look at that and then probably do a museum after. Right, I think we're basically done with Freetown Christiana. Probably a bit underwhelming if I'm being honest. Yeah, from the Wales market it's like a hippie commune and stuff. I thought it'd be more like sex, drugs and rock and roll, whereas it's probably more arts and crafts if anything else. It was okay, but it wasn't hugely something I'd be bothered about. Anything to add, Amelia?
No. It's basically like a capitalised version of hippie.
Ironically.
Yeah.
Some parts of this, obviously that biking bit was excellent, but some parts of this aren't really giving me Danish vibes, if I'm being totally honest.
Having a nice time.
Splendid.
How would you rate the museum?
It's pretty decent. Slightly difficult to navigate in parts.
Very hard.
Yeah, overall I think it's worth doing. The Viking, I don't know if it was a special exhibition, but the Viking one I thought was superb. That was definitely the best bit. What about you?
I agree.
Good.
Yeah.
Right, so due to the Scandinavian prices, which we did suffer in Norway, but we're not prepared to suffer again, we have started using Too Good To Go for the first time. So, what have you got, Amelia?
That's rice and lentils, and that's, I think, chickpeas, carrots, and pepper, and something else, and some rice underneath it.
How much have you saved?
With your order included, we saved £22, and it only cost us £11 for both meals.
Not bad. Who said Scandinavia is expensive? Right, so we now have my dinner after a bit of a wait due to a bit of a mix-up at the previous order where I got given cakes instead of an actual meal. But We've got lots of protein here. So we've got some nice steak, sausages, pasta, veg. So yeah, very complete meal. So very happy with how it turned out.
You didn't need your fruit smoothie then, did you?
You can never have too much of a good thing.
Very true.
Cut. Morning all. Second day in Copenhagen today. So the plan today is we're going to go to the Amalienborg Palace. Amalienborg Palace and the Rosenborg Castle. So I think that should probably be all we have time for. Amalienborg done. How did we rate it?
7.5, 8.
7.5, 8. I think that's a bit generous. I'd probably give it 6.5, 7. I thought it was decent. The audio guide was good. I like the information. Took an hour, which was like a decent amount of time. But I think in terms of like the decor and stuff, some of the palaces we've done in like Austria and Germany were just way better. But it was nice. So I think probably maximum a 7 for me.
Very nice.
So next stop, Rosenborg Castle. So let's see if that fares any better. First thoughts are, it doesn't look like a castle, but I'm open-minded. Some strong ceiling going there. Castle done. How are you rating it?
7.5. It's alright. Pretty jewels.
I'd probably go with 7, I think. It was decent. Didn't really look like a castle. More of another palace, really. Question how you'd really be able to defend that in the event of an actual attack, which for me is pretty key for a castle. But it was quite nice inside. I probably thought it was a bit nicer inside some of the rooms in the other one. So that used to be like the royal residence until I think it had a fire or something, and then they moved to the other one in like the 1800s. So some of the rooms were a bit grander in that one, I thought, the Rosenborg one. But yeah, it was okay. I think we went round in like an hour, but pretty decent. Probably recommend it. But yeah, I think we'd assumed we were going to do both castles, and that would take all day, because sometimes you can spend a long time on castles, but that hasn't happened. So we're going to have to find something else to fill the afternoon, but I'm sure we'll manage. So we've had a look, and I think we're going to go and do the Museum of Danish Resistance. Obviously, there's not really a museum in terms of the Danish war with Germany, because they surrendered in under 24 hours, but they had a full 5 years to resist, so we'll see what they got up to then.
Germans. Just went to the butcher to see.
Oh, there we go. Right.
Ready?
Yep.
I got wrong one too. The Morse code was wrong. Give it another go. That's what he should do. Through no fault of my own, I pressed the wrong button. Hello, welcome to Invest Away with me, Sam Ball. Right, Resistance Museum done. I thought it was very good. I thought it was the best museum we've done. I think probably Collaboration Museum would have been more appropriate. Very, very little resistance until the Germans started actually losing quite badly. Then for some reason it surged. But I think there was like a lot of sort of shame about how much they collaborated, so they're trying to highlight those who did actually have the bravery to resist. But very, very well put together museum, and would definitely recommend it. Anything to add, Amelia?
No, just that I agree.
That's what I like. Morning all, it's our final morning here in Copenhagen. So we're just going out to get some stuff really before we head to the airport to eat. I have to say, so we're at about 8:30 to 9 o'clock. We've been out and so much hustle and bustle, everyone out on the bikes. I don't expect that in rush hour, but I'm not going to name any names, but there's definitely some European cities I've been to where you would not be able to tell it's rush hour. But maybe that's why the Danish productivity is so high compared to some of these other countries. So yeah, I'd love to see it. About to head to the airport for our flight to Helsinki. So Copenhagen's pretty much done now. How are we rating it, Amelia?
7.5, 8.
Any additional comments?
It's nice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll have to edit that down. But,
Okay.
you went on a bit there. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I think there was lots to do, but I probably, in terms of similar countries, or cities, probably preferred Oslo. And I thought the stuff to do in Oslo overall was better. That being said, I think Copenhagen's definitely worth doing. I just probably wouldn't be that desperate to come back. I'd definitely go back to Oslo first. So next scenes will be Helsinki.